Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!
Welcome back, Cranksters, to another Scalp N CHill. I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful evening, night, good morning, wherever you guys might be. And we're back at it again here in the Coliseum. Man, oh man, oh man, the last couple days have been pretty wild, has it not? I mean, we have just been looking at the Diddy Bitty Tango, and we're going to be going on to onto that if this is your first time watching the stream. But we are still at that 50-50 mark for Bitcoin. That 50-50 move is right around the corner. And if we were to look at a few things in history about the month of August, and typically August is a red month. Typically in history, August is a red month. But we're going to be breaking down tonight exactly what we've been doing technically the last 5-6 days, which is that big move is coming, compression is gearing up, and we need to do not get caught, Cranksters, on the wrong side of these candles. Everybody understands that in the Coliseum, right? In the Coliseum, we do not look for big moves. We do not want a big, massive pump. We don't want a massive dump. We want excellent sideways accumulation where we have a range. We have tops and bottoms, support, resistance. Those are our entries. All right. A lot of the times, traders in crab markets like this or sideways markets, most traders consider it very boring because we're not at any key levels, right? And the scary thing about a trend is that they always end up coming to the end. And when we look at USDT dominance and Bitcoin on dailies, this is it. The move is absolutely happening. And so, again, welcome back to the Coliseum and our Scalp N CHill. We're going to jump right into it, and hopefully we can try to get ourselves a trade while we're breaking this down. So we're going to look at Diddy. And for those that don't know, that is, you go to your trading view, you look at USDT Hold on right now. Hold on. Hold on right now. Hold on. So real quick, if you guys don't know, you go over to your trading view, go over to USDT.D. We call her Diddy, which is USDT Tether. This is Tether dominance against the market. And we've been able to navigate some really amazing trades over the last couple months, just playing within this range. I mean, we've been stuck inside of this range for a very long time. We're talking almost a month and a half of just serious sideways action, as well with Bitcoin. If we were to go here to this bottom, the exact same, almost 2 months here. Almost 2 months of just sideways action. Well, when I tell you guys that, when I tell you that the trend is your friend till the end, when it comes to the end, you do not want to be stuck on the wrong side of these candles. Stream real quick. Hold on. Got a text message real quick. So again, USDT dominance, we are absolutely coiling up. And there's only two options during a compression like this. When we have macro compression. So again, USDT dominance, you can just see it clear as day. We have it from here, directly coming across. When this starts coiling up like this, there's only two options. Either one, we are about to break out. This would be the kiss of death for Bitcoin. If this chart breaks out, you will end up seeing Bitcoin completely break down, and you're going to end up seeing Bitcoin probably come down towards mid 50s to low 50s. Mid to low 50s. It'll come right into our targets that we've had. We have not changed our decisions or our bias for months. We knew that when we were in when we climbed from $60,000 to $84,000, I'm like, guys, this thing's absolutely coming back down. Look, it did the exact same thing here. And if we end up seeing USDT dominance, right? If we do end up seeing USDT dominance, break out, and this is why I call it a 50-50 move. All right, this is an absolute 50-50 move. If USDT dominance breaks out of this compression right in here, the targets would be up at the top of this range, right? Up at the top, which is right around 9.26, 9.26, right? If this happens, Bitcoin is absolutely dropping down to our macro targets that we've been keeping an eye on, right? We've been keeping an eye on for a very long time. And when I teach that simple trading is the best trading, all right, everybody thinks that they have the sauce, a bazillion different indicators. In the Coliseum, all we use is support, resistance, volume, fib levels, and market cipher. And when we look at these macro fib levels here, remember, if Bitcoin's going to be an institutional asset, these are institutional tools. Institutions with their algorithms and their bots absolutely use this. We can see that macro golden pocket is between 54 and 57K. I have targets just a tad bit lower, right around 49. And the reason being is these are the only people that have not been stopped out of these fat longs, man, these leveraged longs. Get these fuckers closed out of here. Get them out so that way we can sideways trade, go into 6 months of serious accumulation, and then up and to the right as we go into late 27, 28, 29, right? And this is the other thing that we're about to go over here, because some of the best trading is going to be during the accumulation phase of the Bitcoin bear cycle. The best trading is literally inside of the accumulation Bitcoin bear cycle, and that's at the very tail end. So if we look at USDT dominance, if we break upwards and we break out, this is going to be the kiss of death for Bitcoin. This is where, for me, if this ends up playing out and we get the breakout on USDT dominance and Bitcoin, let's go out here to the daily, because the daily's looking really good here on Market Cipher, right? We have just money flow is kind of flat. Momentum's been really weak to the downside. If we do end up seeing this move down, I'm gonna hope, right, that this momentum wave is pretty weak. Our strongest momentum wave, and when we look at these things, what is momentum? How strong on this indicator was the move on the way down? And we've seen this a couple of different times. This will be our third time doing this. You can see our drop down to $60,000. We had a deep momentum wave. Our next drop was very, very weak right in here. Money flow crossover. We ended up getting the nice big pop, right? We ended up getting the nice big pop. Same thing here when we drop back down to $60,000 again. Momentum wave here, really strong. Next big dip, really weak. Money flow starting to come in, but not yet, kind of up and down and choppy, up and down and choppy. If we see this move down, okay, oops. If we do end up seeing this move down on Bitcoin, I am looking for our next little momentum wave to be weaker, even though it's gonna look bad. Obviously, look, it looks bad here. Everyone thinks it's gonna end up taking this out. It didn't, and it holds. If this comes down at all and we do end up taking out $57,000 and this momentum wave is really weak, bullish divergence, I'm going to say, guys, that's it. That's it for Bitcoin. Bottom's in. Whether it's 51, 55, 49, 40K, if it's just a complete flush, I don't care. I'm going to be looking at this like a hawk, guys. This is the time of the season of the Bitcoin bear market, right? Of the 4-year cycle where we need to be cognizant and be prepared and have a plan, okay? That is on a USDT dominance breakout. That is a USDT dominance breakout. Now, if we end up seeing this is a big, big, big support for USDT dominance. We could see here that we bounced right here at let's just call it 8.18 or 8.2. We'll just round it up to 8.2. We bounced from 8.2, massive support. Came down over it again, massive support. I would say that, you know, if we end up bouncing, this could be a nice area to stop, which means that if we do break down and we come down to here, this is our little baby move for Bitcoin to come up to 67K, 67 to 73, right? 67 to 73 if this support holds. We come down, again, 8.2, then we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. We're going to get this bounce. Now, where do I get 70 to $73,000? Let's clean up all of this real quick. We'll clean up all of it and get a really clean chart. If we were to pull a fib, all right? If we were to pull a fib just from this high of $82,000 to this low, and we're just trading this local range right in here, right? Yes, this is a macro range, and it's on a daily, all right? And it's on a daily. You can see that if we're going to pull fibs for bounces, we could also pull fibs from highs to lows for rejections, right? We can absolutely, all right? So again, where would that target be? If USDT dominance was to break down, right? We'll flip this. USDT dominance was to just break down. We come into this macro major support here, as well as here. I would say that if USDT dominance comes down here, we're probably going to end up getting this bounce to $70,000 to $73,000. That would be the case for me. If things get way worse and we're getting ready to put in a Bitcoin bottom, right, based off of 4-year cycles, October, Q4, Q1, right, Cranksters, again, in our channel, in the Coliseum, we're not biased. Anything can fucking happen. Anything can happen to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin can absolutely nuke. You don't, miners, ETFs, whatever the fucking case will be, in the Coliseum, we do not trade narratives. We do not trade news. We just stick to the chart. We stick to the chart with our bias. We are trading this asset. If you are investing in this asset, we would say, you know what? Fuck all this noise. Let's just say if we were investing and you're a Bitcoin maxi, right? And we went to BTC, just USD, and let's look at Coinbase. We just said, you know what? On a macro level, Bitcoin is down 53% from highs to lows. That's good enough for me. 54%. This hits a good check mark for me. I'm in. This is what we're looking for. Boom. I'm happy with this. I'm going to start DCAing into Bitcoin. This should be the bottom, something similar to this. If you're investing, then absolutely, boom, go ahead, start DCAing in. Come a little lower, DCA in. Come a little lower, DCA in. Absolutely. Again, I am doing that. I am going to be doing that. The difference is that we are trading this. We're looking to make a little bit of money off of these moves. And you got to remember, it doesn't just go straight up or straight down. There's levels to this game. And the best part about Bitcoin, it is one of the cleanest assets, and it respects almost every level, every liquidity pocket, every fib level. It is one of the cleanest assets to trade, point blank. Give me just a second, Cranksters. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry. Give me a second. So, again, if you're investing and, I want to get cheaper Bitcoin. If I have to buy Bitcoin in the 70s and the bottom and the structure starts getting past Q4, Q1, I'll happily miss a little bit lower prices. You know what? No big deal for me, right? No big deal. But when we're looking at this and we're keeping the news out of it, we're just saying, based off of the levels, we just said, if you're going to just invest in Bitcoin, if you are investing and you are looking at 4-year cycles and time horizon, you can say, you know what, this is good enough for me, 55%. Let's rock and roll. If it goes lower and the cran squigglers and the chart drawers and these fucking morons are all correct, I'll just keep buying low and lower and lower, right? You're just going to keep DCAing in. No big deal. But if we're trading and we're looking at this and we understand, right? Let's go back to our perpetuals chart. Let's go back here to our perps chart. And while we're breaking this down, we could say we're not going to be using the narratives. We are not going to be using anything except for simple TA, and we're going to be a cran drawer, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to say that if Bitcoin is going to respect these levels, and if USDT dominance, right? Hold up. Golly, man, this is all fucked up. I had it all jacked up. Here we go. Let's get back to the daily. We already talked here that if USDT dominance just barely comes down to this massive support, Bitcoin is going to have the squeeze. And the level's going to be between 70, right? 70 and 73K. Now, there's a lot of confluence coming into 70 and 73K. If we go out to and we look at Bitcoin on the macro level, we could say Bitcoin still has this macro downtrend, right? Macro downtrend. This thing, realistically, 67 to 70K should be the target on the squeeze if USDT dominance barely gets this little move down towards support. Okay? Here's the other part. Bitcoin putting in its bottom. October, Q4, Q1 of next year. You would end up seeing this end up squeezing, right? We get the breakout, and that means that Bitcoin is going to be coming down. Point fucking blank. Point blank. This is what we really need to be paying attention to, cranksters. All right? Absolutely need to be paying attention to. Because right after this next initial move over the next 3-4 months, we're going to end up going through the phase that I'm talking about where Bitcoin goes, and if we go out to like a weekly, Bitcoin goes through a crazy accumulation phase. Something like this, right? Where it puts in its bottom, and then it goes up and to the right. So let's go here to the bars pattern. We get the initial drop, and then we have this phase right here. Something very similar to this. Something like this, right? And we go into late October of 27, right? We go into next year, we go sideways. This right here is going to be amazing price action to trade because, again, we're about to have a momentum shift, an environment change. We put in the Bitcoin bottom based off of time, 4-year cycle theory, right? And then what we're going to end up doing is after we end up putting this bottom, whether it's here, 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 we don't know. This could be the bottom right now, but we cannot say that 60K, 57K is the bottom strictly based off of time. Right? We need market structure to play this out. And we'll know once we get that shift change, right? That environment change that we're about to talk about. So if we know, based off of time, USDT dominance has been our guideline, right? It's been our guideline. This comes up here. Bitcoin ends up getting its bottom. When we get this rejection, right? And this thing starts to come back down. This is where Bitcoin starts its run. This is going to be amazing. Amazing price action, cranksters. I plan on making a lot of fucking money, a lot of money once this happens because here's the thing. Most traders, all right, if you're going to be a momentum trader, don't know when the environment change happens where it's just time to short the tops, right? Point blank, everybody is very bullish on Bitcoin, so it's hard to say, oh, I want to short this thing to the ground. Short, if we get this pop, right? Most people can't catch the transition and be a great trader and say, hey, every one of these big pops need to be shorted because our environment is a downtrend, right? Our environment is a downtrend. And here's the example, even for me, all right? Let's just clean all of this up. Even for me, cranksters, I have a problem trying to catch that. You know, when we were back here, let's just go out to like a 4-hour. When we were back up here, this was very easy to understand the environment that we were in, okay? When we were down at 64, right? When we were down at $64,000 and we started getting momentum on our side, and how do we know that? How do we know that? This takes experience. When we put in a bottom, okay, and we come up like a dead cat bounce, and we come down here, and we bounce again and keep climbing, we should have taken this out. We should have grabbed the liquidity. We should have put it in another low. The fact that we did not here, and every level was being respected, right? Every single level was absolutely being respected. It's very easy to understand momentum's on our side. Look at this. Very simple. Breakout, right? We get the breakout, retest. Again, right here. You get the breakout, retest. You get the breakout, retest. But here's the thing, when most traders can't catch this, when we go into the environment change, there's no more buy the pullbacks, right? You buy the pullback, you get smoked. You buy the pullback, you get smoked. You buy the pullback, you get fucking smoked. So see, I understand for me when momentum is on our side, okay, and the environment is bullish and everything's going on and everything's just making sense here, I love taking these swing trades, absolutely. Buy the pullback, trade the shit out of it. You know what? I caught a lot of these shorts right up in here. I'm like, guys, here's the thing. For me, when I start buying these pullbacks, And you guys, and here's the thing about the cranksters in the Coliseum, because we're scalpers, we like the initial bounce, right? We like the initial bounce, and we're more of a 100 TP, 100 take profit. We don't let these things sit for eternity, because this is what ends up happening, right? Well, we're looking at something very, very similar right now. We have shifted, right? We have absolutely shifted from buy the pullback to, you know what? This thing's trying to break out right now. It's trying, right? Look. This is a massive trap. This is why I say that this is a 50-50 trading zone right now. For me, if you're winning at all in this area, you better be locking it in. Because again, look at this. You just bought the tops, sold the tops, shorted it. Right now, same thing. But we don't have a clear direction. We're not heading up and we haven't had the breakout. We're not heading down and we haven't had the breakdown. This is a massive trap. And the other thing too, when we look at the heat map, let's also look at the heat map here. All right. Go to model 2 here. See if it lets me do it. Look, liquidity is sitting down towards 63. Liquidity is all the way up at 66,000. But here's the thing. If we go out to like a 3-month, and it might need me to log in. Hold on real quick. Let me log in. So that way we can go over this real fast. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Give me just a second real fast. Log into the heat map here. And we'll look at this, guys, because again, there's a lot of confluence, man, to the upside, to the downside, cycles, everything. We really got to pay attention. All right, here we go. Got all logged in here. Let's go here, share screen. Let's go liquidation heat map. All right, here we go. If we were to go out to like a 1 month, look at the levels that are just lit up like a Christmas tree, guys. I'm telling you, this 49,000 to 51K is absolutely pivotal right here, man. I'm telling you, I just have this hunch. I don't care what news event or narrative it is that gets us there. Hold on, we don't have the screen on real quick. There we go, boom. Again, go out here to CoinGlass, pull up your heat map, pull up a Model 2, go out to a 1 month, go all the way out, man. When in doubt, zoom the fuck out, man. We're not biased on anything. We know anything can happen. This is Bitcoin, but $51,000 to $49,000 is lit up like a Christmas tree, absolutely lit up. If we go out to a 6 month, look at this, all the way down. We got 57, 54, and remember, we know that these two macro levels right in here, all right, we're just finding confluence. That's all we're doing is finding confluence. So if we go back to Bitcoin, we go back to a 3-day, what were the two massive levels between 54 and 57? Boom, 54, all right, is a 0.65 Fibonacci retracement, and then our golden pocket is 618. Now, a true golden pocket, if you were to look it up, is between a 618 and a 0.65 or a 0.66. This is like, for me, if you guys wanted to see how I use my fib levels, I use the 0.382, the 618, and the 0.65, a 0.5, and a 786. There it is right there. So again, if we're looking at the heat map, we are seeing that it is lit up like a Christmas tree here, here, and then it's a straight fucking waterfall down to $49,000. All right, just a straight waterfall. And again, the heat map is absolutely showing us that. Okay, absolutely showing us that. So I'm going to be really paying attention to this because I do plan on trading this all the way down. I understand the environment that we're in. We can obviously still see there is a complete, we're still in a downtrend. We're still in a downtrend. The environment shift has not happened yet based off of time and market structure. But again, when we go into that, we get our final dip and we go into this accumulation phase. We absolutely are we're gonna get it, guys. We're gonna get it. We are absolutely going to get this. I'm telling you, oh, brother. You know, and here's the thing. I don't know if we're gonna head into the 40s. I'm just looking at the heat map. I'm just breaking this down. I'm not a fucking doomsdayer. I'm not a doomsdayer, man. I'm just breaking down the levels, and all I'm saying is that, you know what? I plan on spot buying, whether this is the bottom here or in the 70s, right? When I get that market structure and that accumulation, and two, I want to absolutely take the perp longs, right? If we come down into those levels, I plan on taking a couple $100,000 at, 3, 4, 5, 6x leverage and ride these things all the way out for the next year and a half. I absolutely do. So I got to be mentally prepared, like prepped, prepared, ready to rock and roll, because I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. Your favorite KOL or trader out there has no fucking idea what's going to happen. All I know is that I have a scenario, I have plans set in place for every one of these levels. Nothing's gonna surprise me. Ain't nobody scaring me out of taking the longs if we drop lower. Ain't no one scaring me out of the shorts if we get a pop. I understand market structure, and right now we are still in a downtrend. It is, and if I already showed you guys that if we were to look at these pops, right? We understand. And we already know that, most traders aren't catching this, that every single one of these pops, man, should have been shorted, just like how in momentum right in here. When we saw this right up in here, everything should have been, because momentum and based off of time, right? Look at when we bottomed. November of 22, right? Look at where we're bottoming again. We don't know. We don't know. Is it October? Is it November? Is the bottom already in? We don't know, but all we're doing is we're putting our plan in. What I can tell you is, though, all right, when I tell you guys that some of the best trading is about to happen, it's going to be a massive range like this. It is going to be a massive range like this. The best trading happens here before we end up getting this breakout, right? We end up getting the breakout like this, and we roll out of this, and we roll out. Boom. And then, and let's put this back, because my targets are at around 170 to 200. We go into that phase that I'm talking about, that environment change where we understand there's like this. We get the breakout like that. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously, guys, this could be a bunch of speculation. But here's the thing. When you're a chart drawer or an analyst, I understand that we've had this happen every single cycle. I can go here and look at Bitcoin, and we did the exact same thing here. Long accumulation phase before the breakout, right? This was COVID, obviously. We could look at this, same thing, long accumulation phase, breakout. Long accumulation phase, these are bottoms. This is how bottoms are formed. Bottoms are not fucking V-shape, okay? It doesn't work like that. Long accumulation phase, breakout. Let's get our long accumulation phase, breakout. Very simple. Bitcoin it's one of the cleanest assets on the planet Earth. You know what I mean? To absolutely trade this like this. So let's go back to our perps chart. All right. So where was I here? So if we understand that this is going to be happening, this is literally, it is decision time. It is decision time with USDT dominance. It is decision time for Bitcoin. It's decision time based off of compression structure and also time. We're coming into that quarter of the year off of the bear market. We have two confluences there: market structure and time. Well, the time is finally here. Market structure is being so compressed. We're very close. We're absolutely very close right now. Do you guys know what I'm saying? So we need to just be we need to be cognizant, and we need to be paying attention and have our game plan. Now, I would like to go over to Ethereum because this is very similar. ETH on the weekly. These patterns are playing out almost too perfectly. If I was to clean this up, and we're going to start fresh because I like showing you guys how I chart and how you should be charting, how the Coliseum does it. Well, when we initially look at this, we could see an absolute, just a downtrend, right? We have an absolute downtrend on the weekly, same thing as Bitcoin. But here's the thing, how many, and let's go to the daily. I like this on the daily. We could see sideways trade, boom, got the dip off the trend line. We could see here, sideways trade, right off of the trend line as well, very close to it, boom, got the drop. Well, history does not need to repeat itself, but it does have a rhyme, and we're about to find out if it's got the same rhythm, right? We're about to see if it's got the same rhyme and rhythm. It's just simple charting, simple TA, simple patterns, simple structures. Now, on the 3-day, we could see here that there is a macro major level on ETH at 13, right? Right in here. Right in here. Boom. My level for ETH is right around 1380. You guys can see that every single time we came down, absolutely got a massive bounce. This previous cycle came down to 1380, massive bounce. For me, I'm ready to back up the truck. Anything sub 1400s, 1450s. Anything sub 1400s, 1450s, I am going to be absolutely layering in to Ethereum. I really want this trade all the way down. And the reason being is, guys, ETH, there's nothing wrong with this market structure. When we get down here, these percentage gains, whether you're going to just be doing spot purchases or perpetuals, 100% just to get back to 2,700. All we need to do is just get back to 2,700. This is an easy, and again, I'm not looking for 10x plays. I'm not a fucking moon boy. I'm looking for a solid 100% of my money. So it's real simple to me. If I want to make 200 grand, that means I need to put $100,000 into ETH. If I want to make $1 million, I need to put 500K. If I want to make 2 grand, I need to put 1,000. Start getting prepared. We're coming into two massive reasons that are adding up here. One, time, and second, market structure. We're coming into both, okay? So I am looking at ETH. I really want this trade as well. I'm going to be taking both of these trades on both spot and perpetuals. All right, spot and perpetuals. I want both. All right. I want both. I absolutely want both. So that's ETH. Let's see here, guys. Let's see if we can, what's the actual charts looking like? What's Bitcoin looking like here? Can we actually get a little scalpy in, little scalpers? Let's see. Give me a second here. Let's look at USDT dominance. Let's go to a 20. USDT dominance is putting in a little bit lower high here on a 20. Let's go to a Bitcoin. Let's clean up all this mess. And here's the thing. You guys know I scalp. I like the initial bounce or rejection. I'm a 100% TP kind of guy. We lock it in, we lock it in, we lock it in, right? We lock it in so fucking much, guys, that we're not looking for all these moves. I like getting my money and walking away. There's always another trade. So on a 20 on Bitcoin, look, we're getting a higher low. USDT dominance is getting a lower high. Let's see how this plays out for Asia. Let's see if Asia wants to dump Bitcoin, or are we going to get ourselves a nice little squeeze back up? This was a good dump, man. I mean, everybody was all bummed out about Michael Saylor dumping, 1,600 Bitcoin. I think this is looking pretty good for a nice little long setup, but here's the thing. You'd want to get out, all right? You would want to get out right underneath this candle here. And the reason I say that is I do believe if we break this, we're going to end up just completely coming down much lower. The stop hunts are going to be getting heavy. We'll end up taking out, we already just took out these guys here. Next levels would be 63. And then on a local level here, we just pull a fib from this low to our high. We have that level of $61,000. And that's from this high over here and here. And some people say, oh, how come you're not pulling the fib from here to here? I'm only trading this area. That's it. I want to know, where are we going to get ourselves a bounce? Probability states if there's a fib here, a couple of nice big fib levels, 59, 60K, 61.4. I'm going to be looking for both of those, right? And let's look at Bitcoin. Can we get a little Bitcoin? The long was right here, man. The long was right here with USDT dominance. This thing could get a nice little pop. Let's see. Should we fire one off real quick? Should we fire one off on... I'm looking at ETH. And I'm looking at Bitcoin. Give me a second here. We had a couple of nice trades as well on SpaceX. Yeah, we might just have to fire off a little Bitcoin long here, man. We'll do a little Bitcoin long here. Let's see. Let's throw off a little Bitcoin long here. I'm going to throw off 2 of them. So I got ETH. I'm going to fire off here, guys. I'm going to fire off. We're up just a tad bit right now. We'll keep stops right underneath here. Like I said, if we get this pop right here, this will be a really nice trade. We're going to start off with this is a $4 million scalp right here. $4 million scalp. We'll watch this. And then I also have let's watch this here. And we're going to watch USDT dominance right now. We really got to watch this. If this starts breaking out, I'm closing the Bitcoin trade. So let's watch this. We got about $5.5 million worth of longs firing off right now. Yeah, it's rounding out, man. I'm going to watch it. We're going to watch it. We are going to watch it. Let's do a quick shout out, guys, to everybody who's joining us tonight. Who's running this shit? 63,800. You want 63 8-bits? Shout out to Bits of Wealth, guys. Make sure to go follow Bits. Sweep 63,800, huh? Just sweep that low right underneath, huh? I don't think she holds, dude. I would think, dude, that if we go back to 63.8, dude, we're coming much lower for Asia. You're long BTC. What's up? What's going on, Adam? What's going on, Dr. Crypto? Put it in reverse, Terry. Oh, shit, Terry. What's going on, Eric? Yeah, we'll just watch these trades, man. We got some gunpowder here. It's been pretty good month. Some pretty good trades so far. Let's see. I'm really liking ETH too. I'm liking ETH. Let's see if we can get a good old Diddy girl. This is called the Diddy Bitty Tango. Again, USDT dominance comes down. What does that mean? Bitcoin coming up. What does it mean? If USDT dominance breaks out, then that means that Bitcoin is coming down. Very simple. Simple trading. Who's running this shit right now, huh? I know, you're doing a good job. All right? You're doing a good job. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a night. Dude, if we can make a little $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on this trade, let's get into the ETH trade and let's see if we can pop off. Hold on, let me log into that guy real quick. Come on down. We're up about $900 so far. Let's see the ETH trade though. Hold on, guys. I gotta log in. Let's get to the 2FA. It'd be nasty if we just got a nice little dipperoni, a little lower low right in here. All right, so we got about another 700K on this trade here. Let's see, ETH is slow climbing. We got about another 700 grand sitting on this trade here, about another 700K. So let's see if ETH can give us a nice little a little run up here, man. Let's see if we can get to like 1877. Let's see if we can get to like 1870. Actually, we'll lower this just a tittle bit. 1876.30. Come on. RP1 Inc., my boy. But why do you... Let's see if we can just get ourselves just a little bit, man. We got a couple of trades rolling. So that's our macro take on Bitcoin. we have a couple of game plans, right? We have a couple of game plans. Let's see if we can. We don't know what's going to happen, but we have a couple of game plans for price action, right? Let's keep an eye here on USDT dominance. Let's keep an eye on old Diddy. We want Diddy to roll on over here, man. Oh, Bitcoin's getting a pop, which means we're looking pretty good. Let's see. We just want a little piece, man. Man, come on, Bitcoin. Squeeze on out of this, man. Squeeze on out of this and give us something, man. Let's see what Asia wants to do here. There we go. We're up about $1,000 on this one so far. We're sitting okay here. Man, that'd be sick if we can squeeze to 64.5, huh? What do we make at 64.5? 64, about 30 G's, 30 grand. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see. Come on. What's popping? Brand new whip just hopped in. Keep an eye here on USDT. Again, if this thing starts breaking out, man, again, and puts in another high, I'll jump out of these trades. Come on, Biddy. Squeeze your ass on out of here, man. Again, I hope everybody is having an absolute wonderful morning, night, evening, whatever it might be. Shout out to my trading partner. Make sure to lock in your VIP tier 2. Make sure to absolutely lock in your VIP tier 2. I understand, guys, that new traders are getting mauled by fees. VIP tier 2 is like VIP tier 6 everywhere else. Come on, Bitcoin. Keep an eye on ETH as well. We got some nice ETH trades running. We were up a little bit on that. We got targets I put at 1376.30. So here. We'll take a quick look at SpaceX, guys. We had longs on this thing, man. We've just been absolutely banging this thing out, man. We were trading it right in here. We scalped it from 109 to 111s, knocked it out of the park here. Took the short here to here, took the short here to here, took the long actually as well back up to here because this thing's just been holding, and then this long as well. Smacked a nice little long. So we've been absolutely scalping the shit out of SpaceX. It's been killer to trade. And again, shout out to zoomex because you are able to, SPCXUSDT.P is the ticker. So that way you guys can trade it. That way you guys can absolutely trade it on zoomex. It's been looking good, man. Oh, yeah, and earlier I did take the short from here to here, about here to here on this initial drop. Only reason being I was thinking kind of like a double topper, like a lower high. Oops, like a lower high scenario here. And it did end up, it just ripped out of nowhere, man, from this support. So we did end up taking that scalp. I took that scalp. Hit those likes, you will get major slippage. Another one, man, that's been really rough right now here is sheesh. XRP. Every single time we have, I mean, XRP, I have every time we kind of come down like this, we just kind of capitulate, right? We kind of just capitulate. I want to see XRP. I'll probably get the, you know, I don't really want XRP, but I'll back up the truck here, man. 75 to 80 cents if we see this. It's a big macro level here. You know, and I'd actually like to pull a fib level. Let's go from this low here of 28 to the highs, a la Modi's. Sheesh, we're gonna have to throw in all the original fib levels here to even find it where the fuck this thing might be going. But there's nothing here, other than for what I see, it's just a solid support level here. Flip this resistance at 74, like resistance. We finally got the breakout. Flip it to support, and then we roll on out of here. Here we go. Come on, Biddy. Let's look at USDT dominance. Break down, girl. Yeah, crazy, man. Let's see what's going to happen here. Gold has absolutely been just cooking, man. When gold was in this compression, I was talking about getting inside of this gold trade too, dude. I'm like, bro, this is easy trading right in here to scalp. This is easy. This is, again, look at what I'm talking about, guys. When we're inside of a macro tight compression, the move it's going to be violent. Could have went down as well, as you know what I mean, but that move is going to be violent. When we look at Bitcoin and USDT dominance, I'm telling you, we're in a macro tight compression right up in here. USDT ooh, come on down, brother. What? Here we go. Come on, get this little pop. What are we up here? About 2,800 bucks. We're looking all right. Not to get too excited just yet. Another 2,800. Come on now. 3 grand. Ooh, 32, 33. Come on. Let's see what's going to happen. I just want the initial pop up here. If we go in here to like a 1 minute, what are we looking for? If we take this out here, we're probably going to squeeze right up in here. So 64,050. What did I say we're going to make? It's 64,050, about 5,800 bucks. But if we squeeze completely out of here, like on a 15 minute, and we get anywhere near up here, or let's just say we put in like a something like in here, like 64,250. 64,250 would be good. That'd be about 18 racks. If we say on a much higher time frame, like a 4 hour, and we say this bitch is coming all the way back up here to the tippy top, and we hold it like a swing trade, like it's 64.8 or 65K. I hate moon math. 64,800 would be 50K. I don't know. I fucking hate moon math, bro. You guys know me. I don't be liking that moon math, boy. USDT dominance, though. I don't like that moon math, boy. You know what I mean? I like to lock it in. Diddy girl, come on down. Come on down. Just come on down. Biddy boy, you just keep getting that pop. What about ETH? ETH is fighting for it. We want a little pop just up into here. I already set the limit order for ETH. Pretty easy. I set the limits. This was a 700K position. Get it right up into here real easy. Come on now. Come on, Diddy girl. By the way, Dr. Crypto, are you still there? I was trying to DM you. I was trying to call you, see if you wanted to actually extend your new car warranty. I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. I'm just having fun here, man. Come on, Bitcoin. There we go. We're up almost 4 grand. Here we go. We're up almost 4 G's. I don't even mind locking it in right now, guys. It's been one hell of a fucking day, man. So, you know, I don't even mind locking this at 4 grand, man. I won't be round. I don't want to round trip anything. I just think that, you know, we've been coming down. Asia's coming awake. They're going to be trading this shit, man. Are they heading us lower? Here we go. Come on now. What's ETH doing? Ooh, ETH. Come on, ETH. Get that little pop. 4 grand. We're sitting at about 4 G's. Let's see. 64.050. I don't care, guys. We'll lock it in. 050. Can we get a little pop? Ooh, brother. Ooh. What? ETH is looking really good. Diddy girl's coming down. Come on now. Once ETH gets up here to this level on the smaller account, we'll be closing that one out as well. Guys, lock it in. Lock it in. Don't fuck around, man. Don't get caught up on the wrong side of these candles, brother. The move is coming. We don't know if it's upwards or downwards or sideways, but don't go getting fucked, man. For reals. Lock it in. Here, we might even just have to lock in half of this, so I at least lock in 2 grand or something. I don't know. Come on. But we're using USDT dominance. We're watching this here. Come on. Come on. And we might just we could probably just lock it in right now, man. I don't mind. Make a couple grand. It's a good stream. We went over some macro stuff. Macro levels because price action's coming to us. Base hits, baby. That's it. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. You guys know I preach it, man. You guys hear the greats, man. My boy Crypto Face. Lock it in. We lock it in. Again, we are not looking for fucking home runs, man. We're looking for our structure. We're maintaining our strategy. Our strategy is scalping. We scalp within our structures. We understand that we have the ditty bitty tango. We have highs and lows within our range. All we're looking for is our initial bounce from support or our initial rejection from resistance. Did you lock it in, Adam? Attaboy. That's it. Lock it in. Absolutely. Here we go. Come on. Home, ETH. Home, baby. Who's running this shit? Huh? See if we can rinse and repeat this one here. Ooh, you 5 out of 5, Nadia, for locking it in? Right on. You go. You go. I know you guys. What did I say about the month of August? All right. How well can you not interfere with the process? Here's your August rules. Wait for structure. Follow Diddy, aka USDT dominance. Right? Execute on Bitcoin. Lock in profits. Walk away. Do not interfere. What you're not going to do is chase trades. No revenge trading, no FOMO, no over trading, no emotional decisions, no overly exposed to risk when we know the big move's coming, right? We know the big move's coming. All right? No emotional decisions. Your biggest opponent this month, guys, is going to be you. Every time you interfere, let me just explain something to you. Adam, Nadia, RP1 Inc., Gates, Dr. Crypto, everybody, Overtaker, All right? Everybody needs to understand that every time you interfere with the process, our strategy, our structure, when you interfere with those things based off of emotions, all right? Every time you trust the process, you become the trader you're trying to become. All right? Every time you interfere with it, you're going to be halted back. It's not going to work. Yeah, we're all done with these trades, man. All locked in. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Let's see if we can rinse and repeat these bad boys. But I will be doing that off stream, guys. I will be doing this off stream. Yeah, I'm already all closed up and locked in, guys. I already told you here. Let's see if I can rinse and repeat a second time. But again, yeah, look. Let's see if we can rinse and repeat again on Ethereum. Ethereum, I'm still in because I didn't log out, as a matter of fact. So we're break even right now on ETH. But we locked in almost $3,900 on Bitcoin. What I'm going to end up doing, guys, is I'm going to end up jumping off, enjoying the family. We went through some absolute alpha. We broke down our levels. We have a game plan. Do not get caught, guys, do not get caught on the backside of this trade, guys. This next move is going to be violent. It's either breaking out. We went over the level 67, 68, or we're breaking down and it's time to start putting in a Bitcoin bottom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end up watching my ETH trade. Like I said, I don't mind. I only fired off half a position. If we come down here, I'll probably reload. So I'll be watching this. I think we're going to end up getting filled for $1,700 on this one, right? Is that what I told you guys? $1,700. Probably could have rinsed and repeat here on Bitcoin. Probably could have rinsed and repeat, or if it comes down here, I'll fire it off again and nuke it. Rip it, because all I'm looking for, we come down into here, and this has almost been doing the same thing, just kind of coming down, rip, coming down, rip, coming down. Let's see if she continues to roll on out of here. Good stream, though. I've been trying to keep it directly to an hour. That way I can always post the YouTube shorts for everybody, all the hit points. Really pay attention to this, guys. Some of my biggest trades are on the 20-minute on USDT dominance, and we do end up putting in, lower highs, and then this thing rolls over, and then USDT dominance kind of creates its own little range before the next big move ends up playing out. All right, before the next big moves ends up playing out, whether it's going to be a breakout or a breakdown. Awesome. I think we went over a lot of killer stuff, guys. Make sure, get into the Coliseum, lock it in, get into the Coliseum. It's in the Telegram. The only way you get in is by signing up with my exchange partner. Remember, guys, I keep saying this. I am trying to build a trading desk. What's a trading desk? Well, it's a family. We got all the cranksters trading underneath the same roof. In return, I'm giving you guys VIP tier 2 fees. I understand that new beginning traders are getting mauled by trading fees, guys. I give those back to you guys, and it's not a promotional thing. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I've been giving away these fees for 2.5 years. It ain't like, hey guys, come on into the Coliseum and sign up, and I'll give you a 30-day promotional on your first deposit. No, brother. We don't do that. Lock it in. Lock in your VIP tier 2. Get into the Coliseum. We're streaming every single day. Also, I also run a well service. If you're out there trading perpetuals, and I don't care where you're trading out of, I run a well service. If you guys are trading perps, doing 50 to 100 mil in perpetual trading volume, reach out to me at VIP@realcryptocrank.com. I could offer you something that nobody else can. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys be safe, man. Do understand, and I'll leave you guys with this. Yes, we just traded a micro move, right? We traded in. We just traded a micro move. We are not looking for home runs. We're looking for base hits. Little wins equate to large accounts. Little wins equate to large accounts. If you're trading with $1,000, you should be making, all right? If you're trading with $1,000, 20, 30, 40 bucks, 20, 30, 40 bucks. If you're trading with $10,000, 2, 3, 400, 2, 3, 400. If you're trading with a couple $100,000, again, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 trades. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 trades, but back to back to back to back, and not giving it back either, because you're not over trading. We went through the August rules. Yep, and that's the thing. That's crazy that you're saying it right there. My greed is killing my profits. I need to work on this. I'm always waiting to make just a little bit more. Brother. Get into the Coliseum, guys. We are doing this every single day the exact same way. What's great about our community in the Coliseum is everybody is working on the same mindset, right? Everybody is working on the same exact mindset. Strategy is scalping. Structure. We know that we're looking at USDT dominance on the 20-minute. We're looking at it at Bitcoin, right? We're looking at Bitcoin on the 20-minute. We have our structures. So our strategy is scalping. We have our structures, our education, which is time in the charts. And then with our discipline, we execute strictly based on that. Absolutely. You can scalp it, Zach, on gold. You can do it on the Dixie. Gold's on zoomex. So we do trade it. I trade a lot of gold. The other thing too now is on the exchange, we've been trading a lot of the stocks. You know, SpaceX, Google, Circle, Amazon, a lot of the stocks, we're doing the exact same thing. Once we don't trade market open, a little too volatile. What we do is midday, we are able to find our structures. All right. Awesome. Yeah. Shout out to CryptoFace, man. Yo, CryptoFace told me about you. He was not wrong, bro. I really like CryptoFace. Shout out Jason Casper, Alexo, Geo, all of those guys, man. Bits of Wealth. Good traders, man. We've been doing this a long time, but we've been doing it a long time the exact same way. And that's what it takes, man. That's exactly what it takes. So, yeah, look at ETH. Or Bitcoin, I'll be able to rinse and repeat. Let's look at ETH real quick. Yeah, ETH is still coming down. If this thing comes down, I'll reload the other half, and then I'll keep stops underneath. All right. All right, Cranksters. You guys all have an absolute wonderful night. I will see you guys later.
Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!